I consider your survival knife your most important tool. And this week, that choice is yours. Oh, wow, okay. Now that is a fighting knife.
So maybe I should choose again?
Too late. You got it all week.
For thousands of years, man lived wild, and our triumph over Mother Nature defined who we were. We were rugged, we were strong. And as we evolved, our ingenuity led to towering achievements. We secured our place at the top of the food chain, and now we have the waistline to prove it. I'm Creek Stewart. I'm a survivalist. I've mastered the skills of self-reliance, and for almost 20 years, I've taught them to people from all walks of life. But now, it's your turn for a midlife wake-up call. So get off the couch and into the woods. If you can survive a week with me, you can change your life. Survival is simple. Just don't die.
I'm in the Florida Panhandle, deep in the Dead Lake Swamp. And when it comes to places on planet Earth to survive, this is a nightmare. This place not only looks eerie, but the survival dangers are real. Venomous snakes, alligators, and enough blood-sucking insects to drive a man crazy.
It's like pretty and a little bit creepy all at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
These guys are being taken in by boat, miles down the Chipola River, and it's the only way in and out of this place. With civilization nowhere nearby, they'll be surviving a week with me in this wet, murky swamp. The ultimate test for these three radio DJs and their 20-year friendship.
A little deliverance moment.
I wonder what it's like at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm kind of nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
DJ Lopez is the first to admit that he's not an outdoorsman.
Are you more afraid of the gators or the black bears?
I'm more afraid of not knowing what's going to happen out here.
The unknown.
My day-to-day life is zero activity. The main reason why I'm out here is because I spend my entire day indoors. The only time I go out is for lunch. I'm out of my element. I'm out of my comfort zone. You guys are the Eagle Scout guys, so I'm following your lead.
The Eagle Scout thing was 35 years ago.
Mike grew up in a conservative Utah household, but when Mike became a radio DJ, he started drinking a lot.
3 years ago, I actually quit drinking. I've sort of replaced drinking with food, and that's definitely not a healthy choice. And that's something I want to change.
I got that survival merit badge, but it was in the mountains. It wasn't in a swamp.
Jim is also an Eagle Scout, but his sedentary studio lifestyle has consistently encouraged unhealthy choices.
Right now, I'm kind of at a crossroads in life with a new grandchild, and I need to be more active, and I don't want to grow old with her.
What have you guys gotten yourselves into?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Welcome to the Dead Lake Swamp, fellas. I'm not going to lie to you. We definitely have our work cut out for us this week. You know, this is an incredibly difficult environment to survive in. This week, we'll spend the first few days training together, and then you'll be spending one night solo where you'll have to survive on your own. So I'm going to give you your backpacks to start off with. Don't get too excited, because you've only got one thing inside of those packs, and that's 1 liter of fresh drinking water.
Oh, you weren't lying. That's it, really?
That's it, guys. Well, I tell you what, as a survivalist, I definitely understand the importance of tools to survive in an environment like this. So I consider your survival knife your most important tool. And this week, that choice is yours.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's right, brothers. You each get to choose one, and the oldest guy chooses first.
That'd be me. I feel like there's probably a reason I shouldn't take the biggest one, but I'm going to take the biggest one.
Oh, the Bowie knife, man. It's good for chopping. All right, Jim, which one you going for, man? Ooh, Air Force survival knife.
Nice.
All right, DJ.
Is it wrong to admit that I've never even touched a knife?
That means you have no bad habits. It's a good thing. Oh, wow, okay. Now that is a fighting knife.
So maybe I should choose again?
Too late. You got it all week.
I thought I picked wrong, like Indiana Jones and the Grail. It's got attitude.
It is. It's designed for self-defense, period.
The guy in Indiana Jones who chose the wrong Grail, he died. He pissed me off. I was shanked both.
I know.
One thing's for sure, you're either going to love or hate your knife by the end of the week. The good news is you have one more choice, and this time we're going to go in reverse order because this week in this swampy jungle, we need a serious chopping tool, and that's going to be one of these. So, DJ, ooh, the kukri.
I'm old school.
Going for the tactical hatchet.
Oh, it's got a saw blade on it.
Nothing quite like a relationship between a man and his knife.
Nice to meet you.
Just with our knives, we can accomplish so much this week. So by the end of the week, I'm hoping to turn you guys into blade masters. But this week, it's knife or death in the Dead Lakes. We're going to start with our basic human survival priorities, and that's shelter and fire. So buck up and get ready to work today. You know, guys, as much as I like to see the sun, I know that when that sun comes out, so do the snakes.
What?
So just really watch your step, man, because all the venomous snakes here blend in.
The ground is really wet. I've been outdoors in a lot of different environments, but never a place like this. The ground is definitely spongy, and there's bugs, and there's plants and things that I've never seen before.
This is a cool-looking spot. Got this big old tree.
Are we gonna sleep in the tree?
Well, I tell you what, I'm kind of feeling a tree house, actually. Sleeping on the ground isn't an option here. It just isn't. I'm not sleeping with these insects and snakes and wet ground. I'm just not doing it. We won't sleep. Here's what I'm thinking. Cut down a couple of really strong saplings to create two main frame poles, and then stack saplings on those two like a platform all the way to there. Time to sweat, boys. Big time.
I already started. You know I've never done this, though.
That's fine.
I don't work with my hands. I work with my voice.
There you go. Now that's one. We probably need at least 50 this size.
Oh, yeah.
Get out.
Man,
Big tree.
this is some work.
You ever cut down a tree like that with a hatchet that small?
No.
I mean, seriously.
It's been a long time since I've swung a hatchet at anything. It's hard work.
You mean you don't do this in the booth?
No.
You know, I spend a lot of time in radio, and my studio's right down the hall from my bedroom, so dressing up for work sometimes is just putting a robe on.
This is tough.
It's three fat guys in the deadliest swamp with only creek to keep them above water.
There we go. We're going to see how much you guys remember from your Boy Scout lashing days.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to relearn square lashing 101. You guys remember the clove hitch? We're doing an X, and then we're putting our tail right under the middle of the X. All right. Go around the tree, bear hug it. Now we're going to lash the heck out of this thing, man. Here, you take this over.
Okay.
Go up over that.
Over this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Around the back side of the tree.
Okay.
I'm going to go right to the middle of that X. All right, you guys should be able to let go of your weight with that. Most people make tree houses in their backyard with power tools, nails, and lumber from the hardware store. We're doing it with blades, cord, and trees in the middle of the Dead Lakes. Guys, this platform's feeling really solid. Why don't you guys kind of spread out and grab those palmetto fronds? We're going to use those to roof the shelter and also for bedding.
This is way more than I expected. The shelter build itself is hard. Oh my goodness. My arm, my forearm hurting, my back is starting to hurt. It's a lot of work.
How's it looking from down there?
Looks cool.
Looking pretty cool. We're getting a roof on this thing, that's for sure.
Gilligan's joint.
What guy doesn't love the idea of building a tree house? This is our version of a tree house in the Dead Lakes, the swamp nest. I wish I could say it's time to relax and enjoy the fruit of our labor today, but we still have a huge task ahead of us, man, and that's fire. And the fire start I have in mind is really difficult, especially in the swamp where everything is damp. Fact of the matter is these guys are already exhausted after the shelter build. If they don't dig deep and give it literally everything they've got, they will fail. I wish I could say it's time to relax and enjoy the fruit of our labor today, but we still have a huge task ahead of us, man, and that's fire.
So we finished the shelter, and I'm ready to lay down on it and try it out. But of course, Creek says we're not done yet. I am completely exhausted.
Remember my walking stick on the way in?
Yeah.
We're gonna start a fire with that. My idea for our fire start is the fire thong. This primitive friction fire start originated in the jungles of Papua New Guinea. So guys, this is my walking stick. You know, I like this, it's rattan. The cool thing about this, you can slice it and split it into strips. And then we can take a big long strip of that and literally pull it back and forth underneath another stick and create enough heat to make an ember, hopefully. But to be honest with you, it's kind of a race against the sun, so it's do or die right now. Okay, knife skill, okay? It's called batoning. We're gonna do a really controlled split right down the middle. You know, it's a really good way to split wood. If you split firewood, just kind of driving it in. This is the piece that we're gonna pull that thong underneath. Jim?
Yeah?
I'm gonna have you take your knife and drill it all the way straight through it, just until you see the tip of your knife. That knife's got a really great tip on it.
Why did you choose the hard shelter and the hard fire for us?
DJs, something about them, you know, you listen to them on the radio and they're just the cockiest guys. You know?
We got it coming.
Somebody didn't play your request at some point, huh?
Jim, you hold on to that. Mike, you hold on to that one. Believe it or not, our ember is gonna burn up into that divot. It's gonna go under here in the channel. Okay, you're gonna have to go a little bit more than that, good. And now you guys gotta go faster, like twice as fast. Faster.
I mean, trying to get a rhythm after the effort that we put in earlier today, building our shelter, like, holy crap. Are we gonna have enough energy and enough effort to put into this thing to keep it going?
You ready to come in, DJ? Take a toggle in each hand. Okay, get going on it.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, you got a solid minute of this, so breathe. Okay, faster, faster. Mike, get in there.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Mike, get in there. Don't let it cool down, come on. Jim, get ready. Come on in.
Ah, damn it.
Dang.
Man, I'm wore out.
It's not easy. It is not easy.
Pour it on, suckers.
Come on, guys.
Literally, like you were, like this is your last shot.
Come on,
you know,
guys.
whatever. Oh, man.
I used to like thongs.
In my experience, once you attempt a primitive fire start like this more than 3 times, your chances of success go way down. And this stuff right here makes the difference between the men and the boys in the woods. But I can count the number of people I've seen on one hand do it this way. And now, having failed with this fire thong a couple of times, it's gonna be incredibly difficult to get this thing started. Hey, listen, guys, this is it. Let's do it. Let's go on. Just kind of warm it up before you kind of bow it so much. Oh, man, that's looking good.
Faster. I even smell it.
Yep. It's looking good.
There we go.
Keep it going.
Just about there. Yep. BJ, you ready? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Someone
Suck it up. Suck it up.
Here we go.
All right, hop in, hop in.
Go, go,
Okay, hold on.
go.
Be careful, go.
I want to take a shot out of my comfort zone. I'm too comfortable at my age doing the same stuff and never trying this that all my friends have done.
Go, buddy. Keep on going. Keep on going. Come on, DJ.
I got to show that I can do something worthwhile as a man.
Okay, hold up. Hold up. Hey, Jim, get down here.
Look at that.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh, I'm just a little bit nervous.
We're gonna dump that ember. Okay, hold on. Okay, DJ, give me your hands. Real nice and gentle, blow into it. A little bit harder. There it goes.
Yes.
Turn it over.
Fire.
Turn it over.
No way, no way, no way.
Oh, that is good to see.
Yeah. No way.
Freaking A, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Give us some.
That was all of us.
Nice one.
From nothing,
Oh
man,
my
from my
gosh.
walking stick.
This moment is exactly why I came here, to experience something like this. The bonding that I have with my 2 friends and successfully doing something like this is amazing.
I don't think there's a single person on planet Earth who has used a fire thong that's been sitting out in the moisture all day long in the dead lakes of Florida, man.
Pretty cool.
That's no joke. I would consider yourself an elite group of individuals.
And guess what? I love thongs again.
1,000 pounds up here.
Dude, there's so much weight in this shelter right now, man.
It's not even creaking or popping or anything.
I mean, it just feels solid.
My bed at home creaks and pops.
That's that square lashing, man. That sucker is the bomb. Hey, guys, you about ready to roll out?
Sure.
It's day 2 deep in the Dead Lake Swamp of Florida. We've got fire, we've got shelter, and today is all about securing water and hopefully a food source. How you guys doing on water this morning?
I'm low.
So let's refill our canteens in the river, get them on boil, and then let's head out. I've been a lot of places, and I have never seen nasty water like here in this swamp. We're gonna boil this an extra long time because it is stanky. But while those are boiling, I want to show you guys how to get some water in this swamp that we don't have to boil, believe it or not. Now that our water's on boil, I'm going to show these guys how to supplement our water source throughout the week, swamp style. See those vines right there? It's called grapevine. These suckers are full of fresh drinking water. We just got to cut them and get it out of it. And this is where those machetes are going to come in real handy. We need like just a little notch, a breather valve. Kind of chip it out. Now, take it off right here. All right. Get down in there.
Get down on your knees, Mike.
Beer bong, you've done that.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Okay, DJ, get in there, man.
Oh, God.
It's not much, but it's good.
That's a little hard to watch, man, I'll be honest with you.
In this moment, I don't care what it looks like. I'm getting water. I'm getting natural water that I never even knew existed, and it tastes good.
Now, let me give you a couple of rules about drinking water from vines. If it's got milky sap, don't drink it.
Does that mean you're on the wrong vine, or does it mean the grapevine's gone bad?
It means you're on the wrong vine.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you know, there's no such thing as a bad grapevine. But for an area where all of this water is stagnant and infested with waterborne pathogens, you know, this is a really good source of survival water in a pinch. I mean, that's good. Now that we've got our water situated, it's time to see what this swamp has to offer in terms of putting fuel on the human furnace, eating. You know, a lot of animals feed on the banks of these rivers right here, you know.
There's a dead fish. Is that a fish right there?
Oh, dude, that's definitely a dead fish. We're not eating it.
Right.
That thing's rotted.
No, yeah.
But that would make some awesome bait.
Turtle soup for dinner, huh?
Oh, dude, you know there's turtles around here.
That's big fun.
Good job, Mike.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Guys, I got a really good idea for a turtle trap, man. We're gonna build a fence at the water's edge by sticking sticks in the ground. In the open area, we're gonna put a slanted drawbridge ramp. The turtle's gonna climb up the ramp to get the bait inside. Once he falls off the end, he's inside our fence and he's not getting back out until we come and get him. When's the last time you worked this hard for a meal, man?
Probably never. What we do can be stressful, but it's not hard work, not physical by any means. I've heard a saying that you spend the first half of your life trying to kill yourself and then the second half of your life trying to stay alive. Quitting drinking was a big first step to that. But getting out here is getting back in touch with back when I was so happy and so in shape and so fit. I thought it would be really fun to have this kind of experience.
I think interesting is fun.
Jimmer's in his element here. He and I both grew up being outside. I'd rather do this than go to an amusement park.
Yeah.
This isn't most people's idea of fun.
There's nothing fun about this.
DJ, I worry about a little bit. This is completely new for him.
Can we talk about the white elephant in the room, though? Not until this point did I really think that I was possibly going to kill, cook, eat a turtle.
When's the last time, DJ, you killed the meat that you put in your mouth, man?
Never.
Well, I think it's important. If you eat meat, I think you should at least, at some point in your life, take part in that process from
Absolutely,
yes.
field to table, you know?
I can kill it. Now, I don't know if I will put it in my mouth.
Well, I sure hope so. I mean, that's what we're doing, man.
What's the
We're
point
not
of all
trapping it
this?
to pet it and play with it. We're trapping it. It's real simple. We're trapping this turtle to kill it and eat it.
I almost don't want to catch a turtle.
Why?
Because
Get that negativity out of
it's
here,
not
man.
about negativity.
Yeah,
it's
well,
just,
it is to me because I'm hungry.
I know you're hungry, but I'm just like, I don't know if I want to be
Well, what the
put in a
freak did you
situation.
come here for?
If I don't have an appetite for something, I'd rather starve at that moment.
Daggone it, man. I mean, you came here. You had to, at some level, expect that you were going to be faced with some type of an animal or critter.
And that's fine, but a turtle?
You know, I'm glad it's something that you're uncomfortable with.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think you need to be uncomfortable
I'm
for a
very
little
uncomfortable with that.
bit. Good. I'm taking 3 guys away from their cushy indoor jobs and into the untamed wilderness of the Dead Lakes, where we're learning some serious knife skills. The blade master that cuts his way to the top will go home packing the same knife rig I carry.
Not until this point did I really think that I was going to eat a turtle.
You know, I'm glad it's something that you're uncomfortable with.
And I may not eat it
Oh,
if you catch it.
Heck no. You're eating that turtle.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I don't know if I can.
I can promise you one thing about this week, man. When you go back home, you will look at things differently when you've been in the woods for 6 days, just scratching by. You know, why did you guys come here?
It's time for a new healthy lifestyle. You know, I can be a great, grandfather to my grandbaby. Got a new opportunity with my grandbaby to be more active, be more a part of her life.
You definitely want to be around for her to grow up a little bit.
Absolutely. You know, she's got a dance recital, and I got to worry about sitting on people on both sides of me, including my own seat.
All right, man. Enough talk for today. Let's finish this trap.
Should we put the fish in?
Yeah. Just like every other task this week, building this turtle trap has been a calorie burn. So right now, it's just best to go back to base camp and rest up. I'll tell you what, guys, in my opinion, the ability to use a knife is synonymous with survival. So I thought I'd take a minute and just teach you some really important knife skills. The first one is just a basic tent stake. I always like to round off the end of my tent stake. So just kind of like the end of a hot dog. On that tip, DJ, you're doing a lot of pushing.
Okay.
The knife naturally wants to carve. So we're gonna carve and push. There's just something about sitting down in the middle of the woods, whittling with your knife. It's relaxing, and to me, it feels like therapy.
I remember the first day I said there's probably a reason not to pick the biggest knife.
Yeah.
I think I just found it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Finally found some use for this small little knife.
You know, I found out, Mike, that the best survival knife is kind of a mid-sized knife,
Right.
you know? One that's big enough to do some light chopping, but also small enough to do detail work.
How many different survival knives have you used, Creek?
Man, I've used a lot of different knives over the years. I've decided ultimately on this one right here. I remember the day I got my first survival knife, man. It was for Christmas when I was like 9 years old.
Wow.
I'll never forget it. It was the Rambo knife.
Oh, yeah?
Well, guys, I say we continue to conserve energy, and then we'll just go check our turtle trap tomorrow.
I didn't go to the bathroom.
Oh, jeez.
Dude.
Oh, I just need to pee, that's it.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? You're in the middle, man.
I don't want to get out of here. I'm cold. Creek,
What?
scoot over just a little bit.
Well, I can't scoot over too much. I'm on the edge, dude.
Let's scoot over.
No.
What is he
dude.
doing?
What are you doing?
Huh?
Dude, those palm fronds are sharp, man.
Oh, are you kidding me? What are you doing? Just peeing through the shelter floor?
DJ.
Oh, Lord. I cannot believe you just did that.
Oh, my God.
That's so weird.
Oh, man.
You remember where it's at, Jim?
I think so. I think it's just right up here.
It's day 3 in the Dead Lake Swamp. Man, I hope there's something in it.
Yeah, I think we all do.
We are starving. After 2 days of no eating, the first thing on our agenda today is checking this turtle trap.
Anything in there?
I don't know, man.
Well,
The fish is still there.
I don't see anything in it, and it doesn't look like there was anything in it. Daggone it.
Yeah, daggone it.
Sounded a little sarcastic, man.
It was.
You know, I think DJ was a little hungry. I think he's tired, just like the rest of us. So, what are we gonna do for food?
what else can we try to get?
Man.
There's very few times in my life where I've ever gone this long without eating. Beyond just feeling like I have an empty stomach, I feel dizzy, I feel a little lightheaded, I know my energy is zapped, I really need some food, not just to eat, but also to be able to continue to function and have energy to contribute.
Hey, here's something. This is a violet, and it's totally edible, just like salad greens. You know, just right off the plant. It's a really good tasting little wild edible. So what do you say? You guys down for a little swamp salad?
And then what do we use for ranch?
We're going to have salad. Are you serious? I guess that's something.
Dang, man, you went to town.
Thank you, Mother Nature.
That looks like a big palmetto back in there. You ever heard of heart of palm?
Yeah, it's in salads and stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
This one we're going to take off as close to the ground as possible, and then we're going to shave all of the outside off until we get to the central core. And I tell you what, guys, it's nice to have these big choppers when you're doing stuff like this.
Absolutely.
Without these blades, our life here in the swamp would be a totally different story. Use a little bit more of an angle. You should go through that in one cut. All blades slice better when you're working from an angle. Without these blades, we would not be having heart of palmetto in our salad.
Nice.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some right there.
Yeah, that's about the size there in the grocery store. That's a big damn plant for that little bit of food.
But hey, it's something.
Yeah.
You know, it's something.
We're hungry. You know, the hunger part of it is definitely starting to hit everybody.
Still amazing how little there is of that.
Yeah.
How big the plant
That was a big plant. You know, at home when you're hungry, you just head to the fridge or head to the pantry, and there's always something to snack on there. And here it takes a little more effort.
I mean, those flowers are sweet. You know, but this actually tastes like something you get out of the salad bar, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, no joke.
Yeah.
And we got these from the ground. That's crazy.
That's where plants come from.
Okay, smartass.
Hopefully tomorrow we go check our turtle trap, and it'd be nice to get something really substantial.
That would.
You know? The Dead Lake Swamp has shown us no mercy yet, and hunger makes everything worse.
A little discouraging earlier.
Yeah, I know it.
I'll be shocked if we get something at this point.
Yeah, we'll be too.
There's that.
There's that owl.
There's that owl. Man, that thing's freaky sounding. That doesn't even sound like an owl. It sounds like some kind of crazed wild animal.
What are you doing, Creek?
It just does, man. I mean, I've never heard an owl like that. I've heard a lot of owls in my life, but that sounds like some weird owl, dude.
Making me wish I wore my knife to bed.
Tell you what, you guys feeling lucky this morning?
That would be fantastic if there's something in there to eat.
I say we head out.
If there's nothing in the trap, I have no idea what other options we're going to have. I will try it.
Cool.
If there's something in there. I really don't want to eat swamp salad for the rest of the week.
Anything, Jimmer?
Is it empty?
Holy.
Is it empty?
No.
Yeah, it is.
What's that right there?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Anything, Jimmer?
As I'm getting a little bit closer to that turtle trap, and it's obvious to me that it's a turtle, and I'm speechless.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We really do have a turtle. But then that sets off a whole other emotion of what are we going to do with it?
What? Now listen, we don't want to freak it out. Let's back up. Let's back up for a second.
What the heck is it gonna do?
I don't want it digging, running, just trying to get out.
Let me just grab that sucker.
Turtles here are different than like pet store type turtles. They have beaks designed for tearing bone and flesh.
Okay, Jim, just grab it.
Try not to get him all worked up though. You might.
Well, I'm worked up.
Now he's got claws, man, too.
Oh,
so
that's good to know. If I get his front end, I'm going to lose a thumb.
okay, well that's
That's his
clearly
head.
his head.
All right, keep pushing, Mike.
So you want to flip around?
Yeah, flip him around.
Ooh, he isn't liking that.
Oh,
It's your fingers.
Holy.
Dude, that's a big turtle, man. We're gonna have to put a knife in, diagonal, beside his head, like into his neck.
you doing that?
I'll do it.
I think I'll never have a pet turtle in my entire life after this.
These guys fight for their lives every single day, and how much effort do we put into fighting for our own lives? If you're not doing it at 300 plus pounds, I ain't fighting nothing.
You know, I've always said if people lived every day like they were in a survival scenario, their life would change. All right, guys, it's time to get cracking. Literally, we've got to bust through this shell on this side and on this side. I'm thinking the right tool for the job might be Jim's axe.
Let's get after it.
Their reflexes, man, you know, all reptiles move after they're dead. I mean, even when we're like carving meat off the bone, it's going to be moving.
Oh, boy.
That got you.
Yeah, got me.
I know, it's weird.
I know that this turtle's already dead. Oh, come on, buddy. But this is actually really taking an effect on me.
It's like biology class right now, man.
As far as getting everything out of the shell, it's great to have a good knife in your hand, but skinning a turtle is a completely different act than anything I've ever done with wild animals or wild meat. Nice little thigh meat, too.
That's red meat, man.
Oh, my gosh.
You did it, bro. Nice work.
Let's get these on a skewer and get them cooking, and in 15, 20 minutes, we should be good to eat. And you know, tomorrow, you guys got to figure it all out on your own. Tomorrow's solo day, and I'm really interested to see how these three friends handle being in the swamp alone. We've talked a lot about knives this week, but the day after tomorrow, when you come back into base camp, I'm going to hand out the same survival knife that I use.
I have a little apprehension about solo day tomorrow, but I'm also kind of looking forward to it because I've spent 4 days now with 3 other guys in a very small swamp nest.
I think my turtle's done, guys. Meat!
It's what's for dinner.
You know? I mean, meat, man.
Men and knives and meat. I think it tastes like a pork chop.
Tastes like a pork chop. I didn't even need any salt or pepper or sauce or anything. And it's without flavoring, too.
Good, right?
Totally freaking me out because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying a turtle that I killed. I guess it's better to have an open mind. Thanks.
Hey, man. You guys did an awesome job.
No, thanks for pushing me to get out of that mindset.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No problem, dude. Well, guys, today's the day when you really have to live with your choice of knives this week. I'd be curious to see if you guys have really become blade masters over the course of the week. To carry fire today, grab 2 palmetto leaves each, and we'll get each guy a couple fistfuls of palmetto fibers here. Nice big coal from the fire. See how it's already smoldering? Just kind of keep some airflow in it as you're moving. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
All right.
Jeez, I hope I could keep this thing going. I don't know where to go. Everything is freaking damp out here.
It's so important to be able to sharpen your blade in the field. A really simple modification to a small field stone like this is 2 notches cut in each end. With those notches and a little piece of rope, you can lash this field stone to a log for a really effective sharpening system. Before you start sharpening, simply run a felt tip marker up each side of your blade. By coloring in the edge of your blade, It makes it really easy to keep track of exactly what part of your edge has sharpened on the stone. And if you've missed a spot, it becomes really obvious. There we go. That's looking really good.
I think this is it. We have dry dirt under these leaves.
This is going to be the place. There's lots of dead wood around here, so we've got plenty to gather.
This should work, I hope.
And first priority, at least today, is fire.
I need to gather a bunch of dry twigs.
I'm thinking back to my youth when I used to start fires as a Boy Scout.
We got fire.
Wow, that was quick. Don't screw this up, DJ.
Everything's wet.
It looked like I lost it.
Okay, come on, baby. Okay, I lost my fire.
I need this fire.
These three friends have survived 4 grueling days with me in Florida's Dead Lake Swamp. Now, armed only with their blades of choice, these guys have to strike off on their own, build their own swamp shelter, make their own fire, and spend an entire night in the swamp alone.
Yeah! The fire bundle did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Second time making fire.
Got to get fire going, then build a place to sleep. So my plan is to lay enough sticks this way, and that gets me about 6 or 8 inches up off the ground. I feel like I got a good knife in the Bowie knife, but I got kind of the third choice on the machete. It just doesn't make deep cuts like a hatchet or tomahawk would.
I went a more traditional route with my hatchet, but I think that DJ's blade for cutting wood was the best choice.
Another first. Cut down a tree by my freaking self. I've been stuck out here for a week. Come on. So I accomplished a lot of things that I really didn't think that I could do. Timber! Where am I to go if I wanted to give up? I guess I won't know anything until I put my fat in this thing. Build your shelter. No one's gonna build it for you if you want to sleep above the ground. I think I lost about 5 pounds doing all this today. If I'm lucky.
Big damn tree. We might be able to get a square lash on this. I am proud of the way that I performed here as I move forward into a more active lifestyle. My granddaughter's only 1.5 years right now, so I've got some time to get in shape.
There we go. That's the frame. All right, on to the palm fronds. The knife really is better for this. I've learned some skills from Creek. I've also learned some things about me. This is really starting to look like something. When I quit drinking, it was for me. So getting back in shape and eating right and moving my body more, I have to do that for me, because if I do it for any other reason, it's not gonna work. Done.
Yeah, I did this. Pow!
Now that it's dark, I'm kind of thinking I wish I would have built my shelter a little bit further up off the ground. I'm probably 20 feet from water, and I know that there are snakes and alligators out here.
Can't believe I made it a week. Being out here kind of made up for all the times that I didn't get to go camping with all my buddies.
Looking forward to a shower, looking forward to a good hot meal. Can't wait to hold my sweet little granddaughter and steal some of those kisses.
A long night, lots of crazy noises. Seems like a shame. It's pretty hard to get fire out here in the swamp.
Yeah, it was different being by yourself, but I done did it. I was hashtag living La Vida Lopez.
Well, last day, I'm no longer afraid to push myself a little bit harder than I've been pushing myself. Just feel more confident just in myself and what I'm capable of doing.
Who we got there? Is that Jim?
Good morning.
Look who's coming. You're looking good.
I feel all right. There he is.
Well, looky there.
The mighty Lopez.
Am I glad to see you guys? Whew, we made it.
We made
You
it.
guys made it. There's a lot of my experienced outdoorsman friends who have never done this before.
Now you tell us.
You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of the week, you guys chose your own survival knives. And you spent most of the week learning about those knives and learning how to use them. You guys this week reminded me a lot of my survival knife. Mike, you're strong and dependable. DJ, you're like that brand new survival knife that's never been out of the box. And now, a week later, you've been field tested, man.
I did it.
You did
Yeah.
it. You know, Jim, a lot of good survival knives are made from carbon steel. There's one thing about carbon steel. If you don't use it often, it's a little rusty. You're kind of like carbon steel, man. And I think you were reminded of that this week.
I was, very much so.
I stayed up all night long thinking about who in the world am I going to give this knife to? And I've actually decided to do something I've never done before. I'm not giving this knife to any of you. I've actually decided to give the knife to someone who's not even in the swamp. Jim, I actually would like for you to give this knife to your granddaughter.
Oh, awesome.
Not only does that mean you have to be around long enough to give it to her, but it means you've got to be around long enough to teach her how to use it. In my experience, the real joy and legacy in survival skills is not learning them, but passing them on. Will you give this knife to your granddaughter for me?
Be proud to. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be an exciting 20 years, and I'm loving watching her grow right now. But there's a lot of growth happening inside of me too.
I know you love that, man. I know that's awesome for you.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to trade in this swamp nest for a real bed
Absolutely.
and get the heck out of Dead Lakes, Florida.
Oh, hell yeah.
In survival, people often focus on gear and tools, but this week in the Dead Lake Swamp, these three DJs proved that the knife doesn't make the man makes the knife.